Hello, my name is Brainowski.
I'm Jason Hobbs.
And I'm Austin Morales, and you're watching the Intergamer On.
And today we're talking about the Pokemon Presents presentation, outlining some of the multiplayer, traversal, and more in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, as well as some other features that came out from the Pokemon Presents showcase. Are we excited about the new Pokemon? You just need to watch and find out right now. Let's dive on in.
And as always, if you enjoy the content, please like, subscribe, bang that bell, because it helps more than you know, and you know you want to do it. So just click it.
August 2022, Pokemon Presents was revealed. They had a whole bunch of stuff to talk about. Big focus being around the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. But before we talk about that, they do have a couple of announcements surrounding like new Pokemon coming to Pokemon Unite, Pokemon Masters having the 3-year anniversary, Mewtwo's coming to Pokemon Cafe Remix, etc., etc. The big kahuna, though, is a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet overview trailer, where they showcase that this is definitely going to be 100%. This is the first time that they've mentioned it is an open world game, where Pokemon Arceus, they even didn't mention it's open world. They said it was more open area, which it kind of ended up being that way. But it was pretty dang open. But
I was going to say, it seemed like really open.
Yeah, but there was like levels kind of that you went to these big, vast open areas, but then there was different territories that you couldn't go from like region to region.
Okay.
And this one, it's just one big, giant, seemingly open world that you can traverse and run around. They talked about the legendary Pokemon in this, that now you can they turn into motorcycles and you can drive them. One does. Well, they both have wheels.
Yeah, but one uses the wheels.
One uses the wheels, the other one doesn't. Then they can go in the water.
Like a metal
and they
digital.
can swim.
Yeah.
And they can fly.
Glide, maybe. It looked more like gliding.
I mean, it's flying, but it's
Gliding,
just,
flying.
It's gonna fly. Just
You're in the air.
Yeah.
You're in the air.
You're in the air. That's a thing. Science doesn't matter in this world.
Clearly not.
Yeah.
But it's all about science. They got Pokedexes.
Yeah, after watching that, I'm not excited anymore.
Really?
Yeah, just,
You were excited?
I was.
Okay,
I was.
okay.
But I'm just kind of like, I don't know.
I mean, I think
I'm too old for Pokemon now.
Yeah, I mean, it's really come a long way to the point where it's just not fun anymore. Would you get this if you had kids who played it and wanted to play with you?
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay.
Most definitely.
Right. Just curious.
I mean, I have my wife. She'll probably get it, and we'll play it together. But
Yeah, she was really into the last one, huh?
yeah, she was. She was playing a lot, but once again, my wife falls off games really quickly.
Oh, okay.
Someone's not like playing with her, kind of type thing.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I just felt like we needed this like 2 games, 3 games back, probably even 5 games back.
yeah, I
I mean, I don't know what you needed in order to make this happen sooner, because the Switch hasn't really gotten any more powerful. So, like, what are we waiting for?
What I was really hoping for is that multiplayer in Pokemon Go Pikachu, Go Eevee, or whatever it was called. Sam and I were excited, and we got that one together. But that multiplayer just turned into an extra person to battle with you. And
I didn't realize there was multiplayer in that.
It was, and there was no online for it, I don't think. But like, you would play, like you're just there.
Yeah.
The main player's controlling everything. So, but it was good for like a kid. If I had a kid,
for
I can be
sure.
the main player and just run
Like,
around.
hey, you push buttons and I'm going to play this game.
I'm going to play this game, yeah. So, and that's what it felt like to me. So with this, I mean, I might get it. I'll talk to my wife about it, see if she's interested, but I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm interested in wanting to jump into it, but I definitely think that this is just, it's a different time now, and it's not as much for us as I feel like it probably used to be. But they're doing all the things in this game that we've been wanting them to do, other than like making the graphics better.
Yeah.
So, like, there is an open world, the traversal is huge. Like, there's apparently 3 different stories in this game. There's just the one that's the main, like, doing the training, the gyms and stuff story. The other 2 they haven't revealed yet.
Catch 'em
but
all.
that's pretty wild to see. Yeah, probably catch them all. Then they also announced the co-op play with up to 3 friends, which, I mean, we've already knew about that, but you can legitimately battle and ride across the region with your friends. You all can ride your little legendary Pokemon.
Yeah.
And they also announced this is their basically new form of like the Giganta Mega whatever. Instead of the Giganto Mega thing, they have Terrastall phenomenons that are Terra-type Pokemon that basically turn into these like crystallized
Pokemon.
And they call it terastallizing. And Pokemon can terastallize once per battle, and the transformation lasts for the duration of the battle. and you need a Terra Orb in order to terrestrialize. And it's recharged through crystals around the region or a Pokemon Center. And when it's terrestrialized, Pokemon can even change types. So you could have like a grass type Pokemon that could change into like a fire type Pokemon if they terrestrialize. So that could make for some interesting gameplay mechanics. And there's even Terra raids that you can partake in with other players to catch Pokemon with rare Terra types. So there's
So excited.
There's a lot of new stuff, and there's some interesting things happening here. But it's definitely, I don't know. Just after Arceus, just being like, it just got so boring for me. I know a lot of people enjoyed it. I feel like this is going to be probably the same.
That's what I'm concerned about.
So yeah, that was the thing with me is that I just feel like the combat needs to be better.
Yeah.
What is that game called that came out? This basically Temtem. Thank you. And like so, okay, you've been Rock the Path, Brett.
Yeah.
Remember that game? That kind of gameplay loop. Yeah, I like how there was this kind of like push and pull of like, I have guys, I need to charge them up. I need to do these heavy attacks. I need to break the enemy's guard in order to do a lot more damage.
Right.
And so you had to kind of figure out this puzzle of moves. And if you were dying, some of your guys would heal, or you need to give them potions, or you need to recharge their magic in order to do all these things. So like there was this definitely like jigsaw puzzle that you had to complete for each character. And I really liked that. When I played Pokemon, this last one that came, not the last one, the one before this last one, the non-open world-ish one.
The Sword and Shield.
Yeah, when I played that, like I just felt like Pokemon was just so easy.
Well, even in
Like,
Arceus, it got to a point, like I was talking to Joe about it, and he said after the first little bit, like it just got to be, they just like pelt them and just like kill them like super fast.
Yeah.
Like once you got strong enough, there wasn't
No challenge.
I feel like the challenge, because like sometimes you like hit Pokemon and like their health drops like 3/4 of the way.
Yeah.
And there's no like kind of like, ticking them off a little bit at a time, adding that extra stress and stuff of what Octopath Traveler would have brought into play.
I felt like Tim had that same kind of flow. It was definitely a lot more like dumbed down.
Yeah.
Like to use a bad verbiage, I guess. But like there was some of that where it's like, oh, well, I need to heal my Tim guy, and now he's good for battle, and like, oh, I need to like restore his moves, so give him kind of like a stamina boost or whatever you call it, and then I can go back in, and it was just this big. It just provided more depth, in my opinion.
Well, and I think a lot of it too goes back to like the quantity of players that you had added a bit more. I think challenge also, because like in this one, like you usually have like 2 Pokemon at most, right?
Yeah.
So you're like throwing battles back at each other, but when you have like 4 different people that you could possibly attack or who could attack you, because I think about Yakuza Like a Dragon, it's turn-based combat. And in that, like you're sometimes like your 4 people in your party are fighting against like 10 guys. So you have to figure out who are you going to attack, who's closest to you, and how to approach that battle, because like once it reaches their turn, they could be like, there's 4 of their guys that have a turn before your team gets a chance to fight again. So, or even like Divinity and stuff like that, same kind of concept, or even Dungeons and Dragons, it's like if you have to think about the turn order to plan your attacks appropriately, because if you don't, you're going to have like 5, 6, 7 dudes. They're just like bam, 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 bam. That could start killing your guys off.
Yeah.
And you don't have that in Pokemon because there's 4 people.
Yeah.
And it's only 2 versus 2. And it's like, I think the numbers thing would make a difference in this also.
Because they have those attacks where it's like it decreases their attack, or I don't know, they can't dodge as much or whatever. But it's like that stuff never really mattered to me.
Well, you don't know what it does. I never
really
know
do
like,
anything.
what effect it has. Like, their defense is down now. Well, I can't see those stats, so I don't know.
And it's
what
not like
doing.
it actually does anything. At least when I play, like it doesn't seem like it does anything. I'm like, why would I even?
Why wouldn't you even bother?
I learned my Pokemon got a new skill. Throw this stupid thing out. Let me. now he's got Fireball. Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to increase his attack.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah. It'll be interesting. I mean, I think it's going to do well. I mean, people are going to buy it. They're going to love it. Like, there's a lot of neat things happening in this, but it's just, I mean, graphically, it's just meh. It's fine. But it's going to be big. It's Pokemon. I mean,
oh yeah,
people love Pokemon. So, let us know what you guys think of it. I'm curious because I mean, I feel like we're kind of past like done with like the Pokemon series, but I'd love to know those that are like big fans of Pokemon out there, what your thoughts are about this new game. Are you super hyped on it? Why are you hyped on it? You know,
I kind of like Pokemon or Let's Go Eevee Pikachu.
Yeah,
because obviously it brought back the old games, put a new spin on it, and I was familiar with the Pokemon Go strategy, so like it was easy to kind of jump into, and it was familiar enough. Like I could see myself going back and playing that.
Yeah. See, that was too simple to me now. I was just like, okay, this is way too linear and way too like basic, and I wish that this stuff was in that game. So we still had we had an open world version of what we originally played when we were kids. But then have this new, like I like Pokemon Arceus where like you just stumbled upon Pokemon and fight them. Like I like that as opposed to where it's more like, I mean, in that game, it's like, okay, this little patch of grass over here is going to have a Pokemon that you walk through, or you get to a point where it's like, oh, I have to pass by this trainer that's sitting here that's going to have to fight me.
That's true. That's true.
I'm
sick of fighting.
It was very predictable and it was very annoying. And at least in Arceus, it was open where I'm like, oh, there's some trainers over there. Well, I'm going to go around this way.
Well, you don't even have to. You can walk right by them. They just are. Did they still run up to you?
I guess not. I guess they didn't really run up to you. Yeah, you had to go up and I think engage with them. But like, I guess on the Pokemon side of it, like I could see the Pokemon and I could dodge them and avoid them. And
if you want it, you can go get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was nice. So yeah, that's Pokemon, everybody. Pokemon Presents. Big stuff. Big stuff happening.